Shalom, shalom, shalom. Giving honor and praise to the creator of heaven and earth. This is not going to be a long video, but brothers and sisters, we want to sit there and talk about this for enlightenment purposes. I do not speak this as a doctor or a scholar in the subject. I do not speak on this as a psychiatrist upon this subject. But it is in regards to the black female or the black woman in regards with having her wall up, as spoken before on this particular channel. One of the things that's said with evidence is that the black woman is the most unwed woman in America, or even they may say upon the earth. It is generally said that the most undesired women on earth are sisters or black women. Now, if that is the case, and that is being presented as a fact as if that's a problem, which it is, then how can it be okay to tell sisters to keep their wall up? How can it be okay to sit there and tell sisters that they got to sit there and wonder about a brother's intentions? You see, you can't say that a particular group is not desired, and then when one from that group gets attention, hello, shalom, how you doing, a wave in the inbox or anything of that sort, and you have your wall up, that's why you're not married. It's too much unnecessary defense that's being presented to where a person can't even sit there and show the respect, the kindness, and so forth and so on. You understand? So what happens, like I said, I'm not speaking upon this as a psychiatrist or anything of that sort, but what happens then eventually, right, is a person gets worn down and tired of trying to sit there and prove one's case. You understand? In which you have to sit there and state, that's not what I'm about. I have respect for you. That's not what I'm about. I have support for you. That's not what I'm about. So be it. You understand? And it seems to be like an uphill battle, just like there was a meme or a picture or a cartoon that was going around with the black person with a chain on their foot or by their ankle being told to sit there and run as fast as everyone else who doesn't have it. Well, with the black man and the black woman, brothers and sisters, it's similar just in that particular case. The black man has to sit there and try to prove himself, brothers and sisters, whereas other people don't have to even strive that hard with our sisters. I've seen it. I've seen it in corporate America. I've seen it in rural America. I've seen it in urban America, and so forth and so on. You understand? So these are things that we want to talk about for edification purposes. You understand? There are older women, even in the understanding of Israel, that are telling younger women, well, you know, this guy really probably ain't where he's saying he is, or so forth and so on. Whereas in the nation of Israel, we know to let the Most High be the guide. So if a person is not calling upon the true and the living, or if a person can show themselves to not be of one's own said character, then time will tell. You understand? The Apocrypha speaks about test a friend. That is to say, you might want to sit there and maybe put a person through the mill, but you can't sit there and do that to see if their character is even worth entertaining if you got your wall up. If somebody says, Shalom, how you doing? And your response is, oh, I really don't sit there and talk with males. Then you turn around 15 years later, oh, we're the most undesired. That is a cruel game that has been played. And that sisters who have any kind of understanding can come to a light like, hold on, this done backfired on the black women. That understanding of being, quote, independent, not needing a man, and all these other kind of things is a form of genocide. It does not help any group of people but your oppressors to sit there and be of that nature. Now, whether, as stated before, you start with a person giving them a 0% or 100%, he or she will show his or her true colors. So what I'm saying in a nutshell and concluding this, the wall that is up, especially if you know yourself as Israel, is certainly not scriptural. That's one thing. You understand? because the Apocrypha talks about, if you go in Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 as well as chapter 6, about the character of a friend. And a lot of good marriages start off as friends. But this society tell you, oh, you can't be with a person that's a friend, so you want to be with a person that's a foe? I mean, come on, you got to sit back and just use one's given understanding for edification purposes. Not to get too personal, but I'm currently in a situation which is not bad. I don't want to say the word situation to make it seem as if it's a bad thing. But I'm happy to be blessed to be able to move, to be able to now to spend, you understand, more time with my little one, my child, my daughter. Because the things that I've seen, heard from sisters, from women, as stated before, scares me, because I wouldn't want my child to even be my age and still be single. Talking about men ain't this and men ain't that, and so forth and so on. Fathers have to step it up to a certain extent. Compliment your daughters. Tell them that they are good people. Don't let the first person to tell your daughter that she's gorgeous and a good person is Joe Schmo from around the corner. Don't let the dude from around the corner be the first one to win her heart like that. You understand? So these are things you just want to point out for edification purposes. All right? Shalom.